I'm not sure you are ready to be a husband or a wife. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Pastor Albert, and it's a delight as always to have you join me on my channel. Many people enter marriage and along the line they are asking themselves questions about why they are even settling for this man or why they are being a husband to this woman and whatnot. I have argued that marriage is an institution that needs a lot of preparation. It needs a lot of time to acquaint yourself, to grow, to build yourself as an individual before you enter marriage. We are facing a lot of issues in our world today because people enter the marital relationship without having the prior understanding and maturity of being a husband or a wife. The Bible says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing and finds favor with the Lord. It emphasized that he who finds a wife. So if you're a husband, you should be ready as a husband. You should have groomed yourself as a husband before you find a wife. It doesn't mention that he who finds a woman and trains her to become a wife finds a good thing, meaning that the wife is already prepared. The woman who has grown and matured into a full-grown wife is the one that is found. It means that you have to be responsible with your life as a woman in being a wife before you enter a marriage. In the same way as a gentleman, you have to be a husband before you enter marriage. Because if we do not understand the roles that come with a husband and wife, we'll end up having problems, and the pastors will have a problem dealing with settling conflicts, post-marital counseling, and the whatnots. But I want to highlight 3 things about being a husband or wife. It is not easy to be either of them, and it is because they come with roles and responsibilities that is very, very essential to the fruitfulness of the union. The first understanding that we need before we become a husband or wife is to understand that the role of a husband or wife is a selfless role. You come into the union and it is no longer about yourself alone, because every decision, every action you take, you have to consider your spouse. For example, you are a young man who likes to go out all the time. When you are a married man as a husband, that might have to be halted at a point, because you can't stay out all night whilst your husband or wife is in the house. Either you find a way that you will have such outings together, or you either cut it off. And that is the fact of the matter. You can't do anything about it, because your husband or wife will not be happy when you are outside doing whatever you want to do without his or her consent. The security of the home is affected, because if you are not back home, the house can't be locked up. The children might need you before they go to sleep, and so many things you have to plan for the next day. So the idea of husband or wife is a big responsibility of selflessness. The second thing I would like to mention is companionship. Are you ready for that companionship? Are you ready to play the role of a companion? If you are not ready to play the role of a companion, then you are not ready to be a husband or a wife. In that companionship, there is compassion. It is a compassion, that empathy that you have for your spouse, that you would want to do something for them, you would want to augment them, you want to be the source of strength when they are feeling weak, you want to be the one, the main cheerleader, the one who encourage. It boils out of companionship. The third thing I'd like to highlight for you to reflect upon is sacrifice. Are you ready to sacrifice? You can't be a husband or wife without sacrifice. Sacrifice is at the bedrock of the relationship. It's at the bedrock of marriage, because whatever is yours is for your spouse. And you will share the hard times, you will share the good times, you will share the blessed times, you will share the prosperous times, and you have to be ready for that. And it is a sacrifice altogether in itself. Bear in mind that whether you like it or not, you being a husband or a wife means that you sacrifice your singleness for marriage. You sacrifice your independence for a companionship. You sacrifice your oneness and selfishness for the collective goal of the marital institution. And that is what I mean by marriage involves sacrifice. You will sacrifice for your family, you will sacrifice for your children, you will sacrifice for everything. But that doesn't mean that we don't live our own life. We have to build ourselves, we have to grow, we have to increase our wealth, increase our income, increase our social relationships and all that. But at the end of the day, you will still have to sacrifice something for your marriage. As I conclude, I do not want you to take this as a reason to stay single forever. I am a proponent of marriage, and I believe marriage is an institution that is glorious. It's an institution that's a blessing and ordained by God. Therefore, I'd encourage everyone out there to stay married, to work on your marriage, to improve on your marital relationship, and it will be a blessing. God bless you, and I hope this video was a blessing to you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and turn on the post notification so that you'll be updated on subsequent videos that I upload on this channel. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye for now.